Who am I with today? Can you introduce yourself to us real quick?
Bands, Billion, the one and only, one-on-one.
The people watching who are not familiar with you, what do you want to say to them real quick?
I mean, shit, y'all gotta really check me out. Like, stop sleeping. Like, we really like help breed this shit. Like, pioneers of this shit. And the way that we think, the niggas who was there when it all went down and all originated, we see the story, we see this shit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, show some love to the originators and shit, like OGs.
And we with a legend right now, Young Band. Oh man, it's been almost a decade now since your first song came out. I just want to ask you, like, back then when you was making it with Carti and shit, like, did you ever think that it would have the impact it has now and like the significance it has in history?
For a tablespoon?
Yeah.
Man, like, bro, I don't even think y'all realize, like, that song, I was 14, I made that song, and that was my first song. And back when I was like 14, bro, and I wanted to be a rapper, I dropped out of school. Like, that song I was in math class, I got kicked out of math class by my teacher, just joking, clowning this shit in class, and then he like, go out in the hallway. Me and my bro in the hallway, my bro like, man, what the hell you finna do? I'm like, bro, I ain't coming to school no more, this is my last day. Bro, I got this song with this nigga Playboi Carti, bro. He going up right now, bro. I'm finna blow up with this rap shit. But, you know, he was on some underground shit back then. We was too. But, like, that was like, I knew it. Like, when I made that song, all my friends liked it. They're like, you hard, bro. So I just kept going with it.
You from St. Louis, right?
Yo, born in St. Louis.
So you moved to Atlanta around the time where you started rapping, like, for real, right?
Right around that time.
Yeah, so what kind of impact did that have on you? Did that kind of push you to want to pursue music even more than you did like when you were younger?
Bro, I was a skater, believe it or not. Right before I started rapping, I was a full-blown skateboarder. So like, I was always like, when I was a kid, like, you know, you got your crew behind you, like, so everybody follow what I do. So we skating, and then we switched to rapping one day. Like, one day, I was like, I'm not jumping off stairs, I ain't finna break my legs for this shit. I'm a rapper.
Hell yeah.
So I put on that Rack City Tiger beat, that and then we had a rap battle in the living room. And like my bro Donald. And like from that on, I was a rapper after that. Like I was just write my little raps, write my rhymes. But Atlanta, it really did structure the way we the dream, bro. That's where it was at. Like beer and tacos, Awful Records. Me and Carti, we from the same neighborhood. Like I stayed in Harbor Grove, South Fulton, top of the hood. Bro used to be right there at the lakes, but it really, me and bro really never really like close like that. Like we had the song, but you feel me? Yeah. We had some little rivalry. We had a rivalry back then.
Oh yeah.
So it's good now that it's like I see him super successful, doing his thing, and we good. So you know.
So in 2015, you did your first show, if I'm not wrong, and you had to fly out to Florida. Yeah. And there's a little story before you went to Florida and a bunch of bullshit happened, but you still made it.
You know a lot. But that narwhal shit.
But hey, we know that first show was with a couple other artists that we know, Xxxtentacion and 21. Yeah. And it was a little crowd, but that was a monumental time in history. Definitely. And I was just wondering if you could, like, you know, tell that story a little bit.
What year? 2015?
2015.
Man, that show right there, bro. I love X, bro. I was just reminiscing about this X. I love you, bro. You know, I never forget everything you did for us, bro. That day we landed in fucking Florida. We were broke as hell, cars flipped, everybody locked up. And bro, you took us to Zion House, bro. I remember you got down, fed us. You know what I'm saying? We stayed there for about a week and a half until we could get our money up to go to the next city. And basically, bro, like I remember X, he was doing so much for us, showing so much love to me when I landed. And I was like, shit, X, I need some backwoods. He's like, nigga, I ain't no bitch. He's like, get your own backwood, man. I ain't no hoe.
Find the backwoods though.
Yeah, I got the wood. But nah, X a stand-up nigga, like he let me know that, like, bro, I ain't no hoe, I ain't no do boy, nigga, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I still love you though.
What's that first show though? Like that doing your first show in a little crowd, but like all four of y'all came out so much after that one show. Like, how was it like performing in front of the crowd for the first time?
See, it was all different. Everything used to be so different, like mixed up, like the levels, who the biggest, who bigger, and who not. Like at that point, I had that song going up 4 tablespoons already, so
it was low-key the biggest then, bro.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Carti was still the biggest. He always kind of been like you know,
Yeah.
tied in with certain people and shit, but X already reached out because they heard that song, so he was kind of like showing us love, and like it was a little bit of people, but he brought everybody to the front. Like, everybody get up, everybody come to the front of this shit right now. My brother band's up here, like, everybody came up. They was scared of that man.
But that same week, bro, is when you made one of your biggest songs to date, right? With members only. I love it when they run. We just saw you perform this. Crowd was crazy, man. You killed that. But like, what is that song now? Like, looking back at it since it's been so long, like, how do you view that song like these days? And like, how important was that to you for like that to even happen in the first place?
That shit right there. I love when they run. That's just history, bro. That's just some you.
It's SoundCloud history right there.
SoundCloud history. You can't duplicate it. You can't fabricate it. Like the vibes. Like, new Rick Owens cost a check before niggas even knew what Rick Owens was. I'm telling you, we was in a fucking closet recording that shit, hot as fuck, shirts off, hot, sweating bullets. Y'all listen to that song right there. You hear that? Shout outs Maz and them. Like, that's him right there. He shouted me on that song. Love when they run, just the love. Like, he seen the love we showed, you know? So he showed it back. I meant to say that. I made a post about X. I'm like, bruh, you one of the only genuine niggas to be one of the biggest in this shit and still get on your biggest song as you coming up and shout me out. It's so many niggas I know that oh, I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? They take inspiration, but they'd never like be like, hey, go show some love to my bro.
So we all know that, you know, 2018 was a huge year for you. You know, you had Lonely with Skies, you know, you had Riding, you had that joint with Juice, and that was a crazy year. And, you know, you dropped in 2019 as well. It took a couple years for you to, you know, to find your groove again and like start dropping music. So like, what was the importance of that hiatus you took? And like, what did that like what kind of impact did that have for you as an artist to like take that break and take a step back to like kind of focus on yourself and like your craft and all that?
That's a great question, bro. Like, I always want to answer something like this. So a lot of artists, they get caught up in the like, oh, bro, I made it and I gotta stay in a race with all the other niggas and try to keep up with what's going on and this and that, bro. Every time something happen to change. But I feel like the artist development, the personal development is more important. Just because the story, bro, I'm telling you, it's something real behind this shit. There's some people with this real shit behind it, some people who they just do it for other reasons. I really just wanna show all the kids just like me, bro, it's so possible. Like how me and X made that song, we wasn't nobody. We was hot in a fucking closet recording a Snowball to the song having about 200 million. And niggas ain't doing that shit these days, but it's that pure ambition, like that pure belief.
Yo, that hunger was different.
Yeah. And I just want everybody to have it for those 3, 4 years, bro. It was a lot of struggles and trials and tribulations, bro, but never back down and go hard for what you believe in. Anybody in this music, go hard for what you believe in.
All right, man, like, Ben's been through a lot, man, and he's still out here. He's doing his thing, you know. He's still inspired. He's